Thunder Bay transit services won't run on New Year's. Superior North EMS is hoping to address staffing issues. And a missing Canadian in Gaza is confirmed dead. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Mitchell Ringos. There will be no Thunder Bay transit service in the city on New Year's Day, and the union representing local transit workers is blasting City Council for that decision. The shutdown will affect all bus routes around the city, as well as the Lyft Plus paratransit service. Council voted on the change back in July as part of its 2024 budget deliberations. The city estimates the New Year's Day service closure will save more than $42,000. However, the president of Amalgamated Transit Union Local 966, Fred Caputo, says shutting down the transit system on January 1st is a bad move all round.
Transit's in a crisis. We're trying to get the ridership back. We're trying to get operators on the road, and this is just a bad idea. This is just going to push more people away from the system. Unfortunately, we have little say in the budgetary process.
The city also plans to shut down bus service on Christmas Day next year. Caputo says he hopes council might reconsider that decision if there's enough negative feedback from the New Year's Day closure. Superior North EMS has launched a new hiring campaign to attract recruits from the region and beyond. It comes as the service is struggling with understaffing. The EMS chief hopes this new initiative, along with a promotional video, will help them attract more paramedics and relieve stress on the existing ones. Celios Bellos reports.
A new effort to ensure a crucial part of healthcare in the region has the staff it needs.
Well, right now we're having an incredible strain on our healthcare system, and paramedics are at the forefront of that.
Superior North EMS has launched its new recruitment campaign with a video showing the life of a paramedic in the north.
Surprising how adventurous the job actually is. It's you doing the best that you can with what you've got.
Along with the video, Superior North EMS is also offering an education cost recovery program for 2023 paramedic school graduates. New recruits will receive $4,000 after completing 2,080 hours of work, approximately 1 year of full-time work, for up to 2 years. Chief Shane Meir hopes this will not just attract graduates from the region, but across the province.
Really see what we have to offer for lifestyle, quality of life, the outdoors, things that they may not have access to. So it's a great opportunity for them to come explore and also make a lot of money while they're working as paramedics.
Superior North EMS currently employs over 200 paramedics, with the service hoping to bring in at least 40 more through these hiring initiatives. Chief Meir says added support will benefit the new hires while alleviating stress on those already working for the service.
Getting in new recruits is really going to help them get their vacation time, get the time off that they desperately need right now. And we want to look after our paramedics that we have employed right now by helping them get that time off and really keeping them refreshed and resilient, because it's very important to this career and for longevity.
Superior North EMS has also begun building a stronger presence online and through social media, knowing many young people looking into possible employers will research the service there first. Celios Bellos, TBT News.
Despite the new year quickly approaching, there's barely any snow in sight. It's been tough on those who enjoy outdoor activities, including snowmobilers. Officials with the Thunder Bay Adventure Trails say they're virtually shut down until Mother Nature brings a lot of the white stuff. Jessica Clement has the details.
The winter season has been disappointing for those who want to hit the trails on their snowmobiles, as well as those tasked with maintaining those trails.
We need lots of snow for snowmobiling, so we're virtually shut down until we get some snow.
Adrian Tessier is the president of the Thunder Bay Adventure Trails Snowmobile Club. The group has 9 volunteers who maintain over 300 kilometers of snowmobile trails, but they haven't been able to do much without snow. Tessier says they've been trying to keep themselves busy.
Getting the groomers ready, we've taken advantage of the weather to do a lot more work on the trails and signing and clearing and brushing, filling washouts and whatnot. Yeah, we're just waiting for snow. The trails are all in really good shape as far as we can for this time of year, but the snow is what we need now.
In a normal year, the club usually has a portion of their trails open by this time. Tessier says the lack of snow doesn't necessarily impact the sale or price of the trail permits, as most people purchase theirs well in advance of the season when there's a significant discount. He adds that he's confident the trail network will open at some point this winter, but says once they do get that snow, it will take them about a week to get all the trails open.
We have 2 groomers, and especially this year, we would run those groomers as long and hard as we can. We have enough groomer operators to run a couple shifts with the groomers. Essentially, it would take us a week to get all the trails open to an available level. They won't be 100% pristine, that's for sure, the first time out. But once we get them packed and opened originally, every time we go grooming, they're going to get better and better as we go.
Updates on the trails can be found on the Ontario Federation of Snowmobile Clubs website. Jessica Clement, TBT News.
The ski resort at Loon Mountain is celebrating its 75th anniversary with the opening of a new chairlift. The 6-seater Raptor Express was an $8 million project, and Loon's owners recently marked the occasion with a special ceremony. Jonathan Wilston has the story.
Much like the ski hills in Thunder Bay, Loon Resort hasn't seen much snow this winter, but they do have enough man-made snow to open a portion of their 95 ski runs spread across 4 mountains. And now they have a brand new high-speed chairlift on Eagle Mountain. Loon owner Charles Skinner, his daughter Charlotte, and 4-time Olympic skier Cindy Nelson, the daughter of original owner George Nelson, were on hand for the banner-busting opening ceremony.
We are ready to open this lift. Please come on through. Woo! Yeah.
Charlotte Skinner says they're very proud of this latest addition to kick off their 75th anniversary season.
I think we've all been working really hard all summer. We've had teams that have been getting through every obstacle possibly imaginable to get this thing running, including the weather. So it means a lot to be here today.
Have fun!
Well, congratulations to our team that got this lift together in one summer. It's an enormous amount of work when you have a season that doesn't start till June and is over in October, so great job to everyone.
The Raptor Express is the biggest upgrade here since the new 8-passenger gondola opened in 2015, a project Charles Skinner estimates would have cost $12 million in today's dollars. The 6-seater chairlift replaces an older model 2-seater lift. It can accommodate 3 times as many skiers, and it's also 3 times faster than the old chairlift.
Well, it's been in the wish list, for a couple decades probably. This is the most requested improvement was to replace the old bridge lift with a new modern lift, and this is a high-speed one, so it's so much the better.
Our investment model has always centered around high-speed chairlifts. You get more skiing experience, less time. Yes, we'll continue to make those necessary improvements.
On this day, we came across plenty of skiers who traveled down to Loon from Thunder Bay. The Skinners say their clientele from just across the border makes up a significant portion of their business.
I would estimate it's maybe 5% or 7%, higher at certain times when they have holidays and we don't, but we love the Canadians to come down and show them what we have to offer.
We're hoping that this year there's going to be extra excitement with the border being closed for COVID. That was really hard on a lot of businesses. We definitely missed our Canadian friends, so we're very excited that they'll be able to come and enjoy this opening with us.
Jonathan Wilson, TBT News.
A local group known as Assisting International Students Together hosted its annual Welcome Home holiday dinner at the Chanterelle this week. It's for Lakehead and Confederation International students who were not able to spend the holidays with their families. Joe Sadowski has the story.
The holiday season can be especially difficult when you aren't able to spend it with family. But with Assisting International Students Together's special holiday dinner, Lakehead and Confederation International students are welcomed with open arms into their home away from home.
So this is our little way of gathering together a Thunder Bay family, having a nice meal, celebration, and giving everyone a chance to celebrate, recharge their batteries, and enter the next semester with passion and vigor.
Before moving to Thunder Bay to study his Master's of Education, MD Saifullah Al-Azad is an international student from Bangladesh and said seeing snow for the first time in his life was quite the eye-opener, but the friends he's met since being in Thunder Bay and through the welcome dinner make it seem more like home.
We were thinking we are going to an alien place and there would be nobody to share our joys or even our sorrow. But having this kind of setting where I can see people care for us, to celebrate the holidays or even have a little chat about the rough patches we have been through, that means really a lot.
The near 50 students who attended the dinner were treated with catering from Tomlin's restaurant, and even some prizes were given out after dinner. LU student Maylon Dowling says it's a great opportunity for international students to learn more about their host country's culture.
Because it's so important to give international students a sense of comfort and a sense of, maybe it's not home, but maybe they don't have to miss home that much right now during the holidays. And I do think it's great for some people who don't even celebrate Christmas to experience a bit of what Christmas is like in their host country as well.
This was the 6th annual welcome dinner, and Assisting International Students Together plans on expanding their guest list to over 100 for the next holiday season. Joe Sadowski, TBT News.
Well, Fiona, speaking of the holidays, we're almost in 2024. Still no snow, as the temperatures seem to really be staying fairly warm.
Yes, no snow, but we saw the sun. It came back.
Finally.
Oh, it was beautiful. Nice big ball of golden sunshine, blue skies. It was gorgeous out there. Overnight lows -2 and a wind chill of -6. So there was some ice on the ground when you first were out today. So it could have been a little bit slick. And that's one of the things you got to keep an eye on at this time of year. But we did warm up to a high of 5. Winds very light and very consistent. Northwest 12 to maybe 15 kilometers per hour. Now, throughout much of the region, the difference between the overnight low and the daytime high was on average about 4 degrees to the west. At this hour, we're just below the freezing mark in Atikokan and Upsala. Fort Frances sitting on the freezing mark. They had an overnight low of -2. Daytime high of +1, so really not much movement. They're right in the middle of those two extremes, if you can call it that. A little cooler in Kenora at -3, Dryden at -4. Winds being very light. Basically, the wind chill is making it feel maybe 2 degrees cooler than these numbers would suggest. It's really not a factor today. Red Lake has had a fair amount of sunshine. They were actually one of the coolest locations because they were the clearest overnight. They dropped down to -9, but rebounded, and they are currently at their high for the day of -3, -4 in Sioux Lookout, -2 in Pickle Lake, Armstrong, and down into Greenstone. They are currently at -3. So fairly close to their overnight low. Greenstone and Armstrong actually topped out about the freezing mark today with a fair amount of sunshine. Along the North Shore, both Nipigon and Marathon are sitting on the freezing mark at this hour. Sault Ste. Marie has stayed above freezing all last night and today. They had an overnight low of 3 and a daytime high of 5, and at this hour they're right between the two at 4 under cloudy skies. Now, here in the city of Thunder Bay tonight, we will drop down to a low of -4 with winds from the northwest at times gusting over 20 kilometers per hour. We could see wind chills hit as much as -11 with some patchy cloud, but we are not going to say goodbye to the sun just yet. We've got dry, mild conditions and sunshine expected for tomorrow. However, as we head into the weekend, we do have a shot at some potential snow. I'm not holding my breath, but there is potential, and I'll have more details on how that will come about later on in the news hour.
That's good news. Hopefully the sun can stay around also. But after the break, we get updates on the last missing Canadian from the October 7th Hamas attacks, that they have now been found deceased.
We had all been hoping and praying for Judy's release and return to her family. And it sent shockwaves through the community.